This video is to show you how I ended up removing a stubborn lug nut for my 2003 Jaguar X type 2.5 liter, but I think the lug nuts are all the same. They have these fancy stainless steel caps on the nuts, and I just couldn't get it off. I couldn't, the nut was rusted on so much that I couldn't get it off with my impact gun using 13/16 socket. So I just kept basically using the gun, and what I ended up with is cap ended up in my hand, so that's useless, that's trash. So what I was looking at is the nut itself. Some of them you were able to beat on a 17mm socket and undo it with an impact gun. It didn't work for me. It worked on this nut, but the other nut, when the cap fell off, I basically ended up with this almost perfectly round lug nut. These grooves they weren't there. That's after I used the socket, and I'll show you that in a second. So what I did do is, since now the cap is off, I was able to spray PB Blaster into the hole and all the way around. I'll let it sit for about 20 minutes. And then what I ended up doing is I purchased this set right here, and these are sockets used to unscrew stubborn nuts and bolts, and almost has a reverse thread. This is a 17mm, so I was able to beat that on. It didn't take too much force to beat it on because it's a 17, and it went onto this nut. And basically, as you unscrew with an impact gun, the more you turn it, the harder it sets itself on. That's why you see the depth of these grooves on a nut getting stronger and stronger. So it took the nut off, no problem. Once it was off, I cleaned everything off with the trusty brake clean, make sure it was all clean and dry. And before putting a new lug nut on, I bought a set of new 5 lug nuts. Put a little bit of anti-seize inside the threads right here, and a little bit on the outside. And then I torqued it to 75 foot-pounds, and you can either use a special sockets that are special torque sockets, or you can just use a torque wrench. Hopefully this helps one of you. Bye-bye. Thanks.